It's Amigo 111. So it's Amigo is a disco ball guy over there himself. One of the guys, a part of the community over there with big disco energy. We go CeeDee Lamb number 1, Jamar Chase number 2, and Christian McCaffrey falls to the 3rd spot. Really surprising. I know maybe Big Disco's doing a little bit of difference there. Normally he goes CMC, but maybe he's trying to just switch it up a little bit, get a little bit other options. Jamar Chase can be very, very good, right? Depends on a lot of the deep ball. What is Joe Burrow going to do, right? That's the biggest thing of what people want to see. What are we going to look at into this draft? We're going at the very end of the spot. Do we go double wide receiver? Do we grab a running back and a wide receiver? We'll have to see. It's a little bit different than what we used to seeing on this channel with Underdog. I think drafters could be the new wave. I'm excited about drafters and what they can do. I like the layout. I like that it shows you how many drafts you have drafted. I like that you have your own logo on drafters. There's so much stuff that I like. Let's see. He says Jamar Chase, no matter what. Big draft energy, likes himself some Jamar Chase. I don't hate it. Jamar Chase can give you a lot of points, and he could be phenomenal for you. I got to figure out, do I want to put my camera? Do I want to do like this with the camera and put it like right there in the middle? I don't know how I feel about being like in the middle. We'll see how that goes. So it's Amigo's turn right here. He went AJ Brown. Well, I know Marvin Harrison we're gonna queue up. I do like Marvin Harrison. He's definitely a stud at this position. Let's scroll down just a little bit. I think we're gonna go a little different. I don't think I have any shares of Devontae Adams. I think I want to go Marvin Harrison Jr. for sure. Wrapping around. I don't want Jahmyr Gibbs. I want no shares of absolute Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to go something different between Jonathan Taylor. I think I'm going Devontae Adams here. I have no shares, like I said, of him. I do like the Drake London, but I'm going to do something a little different. I like to mix it up. I do a lot of drafts. If you guys probably already know, I do an absolute ton of drafts, man. And I like to mix it up a little bit, right? Sometimes I go heavy running back. Sometimes I go heavy wide receiver. Sometimes I go hero tight end. Sometimes I go hero quarterback. It just depends. And I think when you're doing a lot of drafts, like what you see most likely of me doing, I like to not only have the same exact strategy each and every one, because you don't know what strategy is going to be the best for any given year, right? So I like to kind of mix it up a little bit, see what's working this time, what's working that time. Not too sure. But guys, if you're walking in here, I really appreciate you coming here. Hit the like button for me. I really appreciate it. The goal here is 20 likes. If I can get 20 likes on this stream, I'll be extremely, extremely happy. And I think I was talking to Big Draft Energy before the stream. I want to start doing some giveaways for you guys too. So we'll get to that point. Once I get everything set up, I think I have most of the giveaway stuff set up and ready to go. But once I get all that going, we can do some giveaways as well. So I think it'd be really, really cool. Bully tight end is fun. Yeah, it's fun. That's what I say. I like to do a lot. I think once people start seeing the way I draft, I think a lot of people have misconceptions of me and just think I go hero RB all the time. That's not what I do. I think it just so happens that a lot of people see me go hero RB and they think I'm just a hero RB. I do love my running backs, but I'm not, every draft is different for me, right? So sometimes I go a lot of running backs. Sometimes I go a lot of receivers. Sometimes I mix it up. It's all different, right? It's all different. I like to attack this from all different angles. If I'm picking probably my very favorite position to draft, I would have to say probably the top 5. If I can get into the top 5, I'm secured. Top 7 is ideal. Anything after 7, I'm kind of like, not really having a good fun here. Big Disco injury grabs Saquon Barkley on the way back. So he's starting pretty strong. We got Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley, and just taking Deebo Samuel. Absolute studs so far. He should have, I like a lot of, it might be a hot take. I like Deebo Samuel over Brandon Ayuk in this. Reza Yarning Crafts. Yo, hello, how are you? Appreciate you stopping in. Hit the like button for me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you are blessed. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Appreciate you. So we're wrapping around here. We've got a couple running backs off the board, which you can definitely understand, right? Now's the time where you start seeing people reach on somebody like a Devon Achane. Like I said, Achane, he's okay, and he's definitely good for best ball as well. My problem with him is twofold. I literally just did I just did a short, or no, I just did a video, actually. I just recorded a video today that'll be coming out soon And we talk a little bit about Devon Achane. I think I'm doing my top 20 rankings for running backs this season. And Devon Achane, right, and what I talk a little bit in the video that you guys will see is that he has those spike weeks, right? But there's some weeks he may score 2 to 3 fantasy points. The other time he's actually injured, right? So I think if we broke it all out, he may have had 3 to 4 games that you were glad you had him in your lineup. In every other game last year, you were kind of like, man, I can't believe I had him in my lineup. I just lost. So Big Draft Energy says, same, he has a safer floor with his running ability. Yes, he does have a safer floor, but I see so many times where Devon Achane just does nothing, and it's so frustrating. So frustrating. All right, it's coming up on our team here, or on our turn here. We got to decide what we want to do. We could do a couple different things. I'm actually thinking about doing something a little crazy here if it falls to us. Should I or should I not? Let's scroll down a little bit. Kyron Williams goes. I could do a couple things. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go George Pickens because I like George Pickens, and he's not gonna make it back to me. So I wanted to do something a little different. So we're taking Terry McLaurin. I don't think I have any Terry McLaurin, right? So I just want to take him. I just want to take him. Quasi, I just missed joining the draft, was eating dinner. Not a problem, Quasi. If you're going to hang out for a little bit, we're probably going to do multiple drafts tonight. So if you want to join us on the draft, Quasi, you can definitely get in on the next one. Not sure what you're going to be up to, man. But it's not a problem, dude. Thank you for coming here, smacking the like button. Really appreciate you, man. Guys, Quasi's another guy, right? He's over there winning these things. First place, second place, right? He's doing very, very well in these drafters drafts. Somebody you definitely want to pick his brain a little bit. See how he's drafting, seeing how he's doing some things, because he's obviously doing something right over there. I'm hoping I can show. This is my first year on Drafters, and I'm looking to show people what my skill sets is and what my abilities are. I have a lot of success on best ball. I have a lot of success on dailies, and I have a lot of success on dynasty and redraft. People don't really know me here in the drafter streets. I normally do like underdog and things like that, and sleeper. So I'm looking to show people what I can do, and I'm sure you're going to see my name up on the top of the leaderboards somewhere if I had to guess. This draft a little bit different for me, right? We're going Marvin Harrison, right? Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin. Very strong wide receiver room here, and we're going to see how we want to mold this, right? Do we want to go a quarterback? Do we want to go a tight end? I could have done the Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes here. Didn't really want to go that route this time. I want to try some different things and see how it works out for us. So I am liking it so far. I can't worry about it, right? Can't worry about it. Big Draft Dude says, hey, Quasi. Hey, Quasi, man. And you know Quasi coming right back. What's up, Disco? Yo, appreciate you guys. We got a lot of things popping, man. We've got raid scenes now on the channel, guys. So anytime someone comes in and quote unquote raids us, right? When they bring over some people from their chat, we've got a whole scene set out for that. We've got a lot of good things. Right? Let's see. Big Disco Injury. What is he going? Lamar Jackson with the second pick. Does he end up going Mark Andrews with his next pick? We're going to have to see, because that's a nice combo to have. Sometimes people target Mark Andrews. Sometimes people target Zay Flowers. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Let's see. A lot of different things. Trey McBride off and Jalen Hurts too. He does go Mark Andrews. That's a good combo to have. So let's look at Big Disco energy, and let's see what he's going at right now. Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Mark Andrews. Extremely strong start here from BDE. Gotta love it. You know, he's got a lot of experience as well. So you can expect these kind of teams from this guy. And then the only other guy we got here that we're going to be checking on is It's Amigo. Don't know him yet. He hasn't ran through the chat yet, but I know he's part of the community from Big Disco Energy. So we're going to kind of go over and kind of keep track of what he's doing. He started Kyron Williams, AJ Brown, Drake London, and Travis Kelce as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, a big run on tight ends off the board there. McBride, Andrews, and Kincaid. Then we have another running back in Pacheco off the board. We have to see where we want to go, right? There's a lot of options we could be going here. I'm not sure which route yet. We got to start getting at least, I like at least getting a running back here. So we might get a running back here, or Or we could land a nice quarterback as well. We have to just see what's available to us. Or we just say, you know what? What's the tight ends there? We could go a little tight end action if we want. Or we could just grab another wide receiver. We just got to see what falls to us in the draft. Can we do that? This is your first Andrews and Lar stack in both tournaments. Nice. Nice. I think I have 1 or 2 stacks for sure. Quad says, yo, it's a good stack to have. Oh, yeah, it's a very good stack to have, brother. It's a very good stack to have, man. And Lamar Jackson lost a little weight, man, so he should be able to move around. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. All right, here we go. Let's see, he's coming around, right? And oh, Richardson already off the board, and Ridley, and then we got Hopkins as well. There goes Patrick Mahomes, so he does end up with the Mahomes-Kelsey stack. That's good for him. What do we want to do here? We could obviously go Kyle Pitts if we wanted to. We could try to go that nice tight end section. If we wanted to, we might want to try it, right? We could try it. We could try it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. We could go Kyle Pitts, and then we'll grab a running back in Joe Mixon. I do like Joe Mixon. I like Joe Mixon. That's okay with me. I'll do that. It leads us for different options down. You know, we're looking, you know, with the Kyler Murrays, we can do Jaden Daniels, we can do Kirk Cousins. I mean, there's a lot of options for us down here at the quarterback, so we'll kind of just play around with it and see what goes. This draft is moving pretty well. It's moving pretty well. I can't complain. I can't complain. CJ Stroud coming off the board now. Running backs are coming off the board a little earlier in round 5. Normally you see round 6, round 7 when most of the running backs come off the board, at least from what I've seen so far. Again, I've only got, this is my 14th draft, so I haven't been really deep into the drafts yet. It's Amigo, this is his 3rd draft, and in Big Disco Energy this is his 35th draft into this big tournament. So just some things we want to look at. Just some things we want to look at. Again, those who are just following in here, if you guys are not a part of Drafters and you want to, use code BayouBingo to get you up to a deposit match of up to $100. Make sure you're using the code BayouBingo in all caps. It would definitely help you out quite a bit. Ladd McConkey going off the board. A lot of people are high on him. He's starting to fade just a little bit from what I can see in most of the ADP. He's starting to fall just slightly, but not too bad. Xavier Worthy goes after me as well, so he's going a lot of different Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce. We'll see how that goes. My biggest thing with Xavier Worthy when I was looking at this guy in college at the University of Texas is that he struggled a little bit against press man coverage. He doesn't have the build really to kind of get off of the releases, so that worries me a little bit in the NFL. Will he face a lot of press coverage to kind of knock him off of his game? And we were just talking about bully tight end earlier in the stream, and there he goes, almost like a bully tight end type of or hero tight end build with Andrews and Ingram and his back-to-back picks there. Love Ingram. Ingram gets a lot of targets for the tight end position. Absolutely love it. He's actually, I have so many shares of Ingram, it's not even funny. Jordan Addison off of the board. I pretty much have crossed off Jordan Addison off of my list. Just having Kirk Cousins gone, not sure. You know, we already know Justin Jefferson's gonna have all of the attention, right? I don't know if Addison's really gonna be giving you happiness, right, in the fantasy football world. So we're gonna have to just see how that goes and see where everything goes. Let's see. What are we doing with our next pick? We're going to have to see what falls to us. We have back-to-back picks here. There's some options we have. Definitely some running back options we have. Quite a few, actually. A lot of running back options. There's some ones that I really want. We'll just have to see what falls to us, to be honest with you. A lot of quarterbacks off the board as well already. This is a different type of draft. Different type of draft that I'm used to seeing. And, yeah, we'll just see what falls to us, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll definitely go from there. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the next guy that Big Disco Energy got. I like JSN. A lot of people don't remember JSN was actually the better wide receiver when JSN, Chris Olave, and Garrett Wilson was all at Ohio State. CJ Stroud throwing the football. JSN was actually the best wide receiver on that football team. Oh, huge running back off the board. Samir White, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker, Kamara, and Stevenson off the board. We're going to have to grab 2 guys here. I'm going to actually go probably double running back. We're going to go Aaron Jones. And then I'm going to go Zach Moss here. Two guys that I really, really like. Aaron Jones, very high efficiency type of play. I like it. I think that he's going to do the same for Minnesota. I think they're going to kind of wait a little bit. They're not going to sling the ball all the field, whether it's Sam Darnold or J.J. McCarthy. They're going to want to hand off the football quite a bit. And if he can stay healthy, caveat, Aaron Jones should be pretty solid in that role. So I do like him. And then Zach Moss. Super high on Zach Moss. We're looking at 16 to 18 touches per game. Steps into an offense with the Cincinnati Bengals that Joe Mixon was at. And Joe Mixon flourished. He was very, very inefficient, but he still dominated for that Bengals offense because of how high-powered it was. Now we got Zach Moss who can hit the home run. And I'm thinking, look, I'm telling you guys right now, Zach Moss can easily be a top 10 running back this season. I'm very, very high on that guy. Very high on that guy. After me, we got Isamigo grabbing David Montgomery as his second running back, pairing him up with Kyron Williams, wide receivers A.J. Brown, Drake London, Xavier Worthy, and Jameson Williams with that Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey stack. Starting to look pretty good, Mr. Amigo. Look at what I've got right now. Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Zach Moss. And then we got Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, and then Kyle Pitts at the tight end position. It's coming up on Big Disco Energy. We got to see what he's doing. Let's look at his team real quick. Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, JSN, Mark Andrews, and Evan Ingram. He's got a stack right there on the tight end position, which pretty much frees him up to not have to draft any more tight ends if he doesn't want to. He was hoping BTJ fell to me, yeah, but he didn't. I'm huge on Brian Thomas, man. I am just so huge on this guy. I think he's talented. He was one of my favorite wide receivers. Jeez, look at all the running backs going off the board. He's one of my favorite wide receivers coming out in college. We have got a huge run on these running backs. They have dried up tremendously. Khalil Shakir, another wide receiver, and he goes Curtis Samuel, two back-to-back Buffalo wide receivers. Probably the top two wide receivers until Keon Coleman kind of gets with the program. I like those guys. I really like those guys. Palmer Bowers with another running back and Mostert off the board. Let's see what falls to us here. Again, let's go back and look at our team. We can use a running back. We can use a wide receiver. We're good. We're good. What do we got down here? We're just kind of looking at some of these players. We got a couple options. We'll see what falls to us. Jaden Daniels. That's the guy that I was really looking forward to coming down. That didn't happen. Could have probably took him in the last, but with all the quarterbacks still on the board, I'm surprised Ink King took Jaden Daniels. I was really wanting to get some of him. Let's see. What's the quarterbacks left on the board? Nothing that I really care about, to be honest with you. This may be a late quarterback draft for me, guys. I was really hoping on that to come through for us, and it didn't. And it didn't. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to try to piece this thing together as much as possible. What do we got here? Tight end position, running back position. Nobody I want to really go crazy about. No correlation there with Joe Burrow or Caleb Williams. So you know what I might do? I might just say, you know what? We're gonna go wide receivers, right? We're gonna go Jacoby Myers here. I like Jacoby Myers. Gives us a nice safe floor, I believe. And we pair him up there with Devontae Adams. I think it'll be okay. We kind of lock down the Raiders offense there. Mike Williams could be our choice here. I like Mike Williams as long as he can stay healthy, right? That's his problem. That's his problem. I don't want to really take a leap on any of these guys at the running back position, and we don't have any correlation there. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to go another couple wide receivers here, and we'll see what falls back to us, and we'll kind of go from there. I was really hoping Jaden Daniels was going to fall to me. Jaden Daniels did not fall to me. There's no reason why this guy should be taking Jaden Daniels. He took a naked Jaden Daniels, man. A little frustrating. I wanted to get the Terry McLaurin Jaden Daniels stack. I don't have any of those stacks, and I was really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. That's okay. This is gonna probably be a 3 quarterback. This might be a 3 quarterback team. I might just get a bunch of poopy ones, and we'll see what goes there. We'll see. We'll have to see how the draft peels out for us, guys. Wicks goes right after us, then Joe Burrow. We'll see. I mean, I got a really strong wide receiver room. Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Jacoby Meyer, Mike Williams. I think it's pretty strong. I like my running backs all different bye weeks as well. We'll see. I'm not crazy about much that's left for us, so like I said, we'll just have to see how the whole draft kind of plays out to us. Big Disco Energy, his team is coming up on the clock right now. So we'll see what he's got going on for us. Jerome Ford, nice pick. Very nice pick at the running back position. He was who I would have went if I would have went running back way back here in the 12th spot. For sure. I mean, if Nick Chubb doesn't come back healthy, that's pretty much what you're left with. Pretty much what you're left with is Jerome Ford, which that's fantasy relevance right there. Austin Eckler off the board as well. Where we go here? He probably goes another running back. Yep, Gus Edwards off the board. Nice pick. Nice pick. Now coming off the board here. Really strong team. Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, JSN, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, Mark Andrews, Evan. Oh, that's a strong team, bro. That's a really strong team. I like it. I like it a lot. That is really good. I commend you on that, sir. Let's see. Coming back around to me. What do we want to do? Right? What do we want to do? We got to change it up here. Where do we want to go? I think I have an idea of what I want to do. I got an idea what I want to do. Let's see. I'm going to have to reach a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to have to reach, but I got to solidify at least one build. So I think I know what I want to do. Unfortunately, it's going to have to happen. Don't want to, but I'm going to have to. If I want any kind of correlation, I need to go ahead and make it happen. We'll see what Amigo does. Hayne took Tyson Chandler. Or Ty Chandler. Tyson Chandler. What is this, basketball? Okay. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to take Kirk Cousins. And then we're going to take Darnell Mooney. So we get a little bit of Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts action. A little bit ahead of ADP, but I think if I couldn't have waited, they wouldn't have made it back to me. So I had to reach and get my guys as of right now. But it gives us something. If Kirk Cousins comes back and he's healthy, right? This is a if healthy team, right? If Kirk Cousins comes back slinging the ball and the offense for Atlanta is banging, we should be cooking with gas. We should be cooking with gas. That gives us the Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney stack with Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Zach Moss, Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Jacoby Meyer, Mike Williams. We're building an okay roster. It's an okay roster. This roster to me is going to be most on health, right? We're talking Mike Williams, Kirk Cousins. Are these guys rocking and rolling? BDE's like Cousins? Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I took him. He wouldn't have made it back to me for a whole, 24 more picks. So I had to just go ahead and reach on Cousins. He's the only correlated quarterback that could be fantasy relevant for you in the long haul. So I had to take something there. We've already got 7 wide receivers. We may need to work a little bit on that running back room as well. What's the tight ends that are available? Not much. We may want to leave the wide receiver room a little bit. See what makes it back to us in the running back room and possibly even take another quarterback if we need to. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I think the way it goes now, we're going to have to... not extremely happy with the way this turned out. Again, going 4 wide receivers bit my ass because I wanted the... Well, I'm not going to lie. Jaden Daniels should have fell back to me. There's no way this jackrabbit should have took Jaden Daniels ahead of me. I should have been able to grab Jaden Daniels, and I didn't get him. Cock-a-doodoo. Probably should have took just my boys Zach Moss and Jaden Daniels here and just said, screw it, see what happens. But I could have sworn he was there. Joe Burrow and Jordan Love was still on the board with Jaden Daniels there. But I guess people like his rushing ability, high floor. Brock Purdy off the board. I like the Brock Purdy. Any correlation with Brock that you got? Deebo Samuel, like it. I like it, my friend. And Jaleel McLaughlin, another running back that I'm high on as well. He could take the job over for Javonte Williams. Okay, round 13. Let's get this rocking and rolling, man. Justin Herbert went way too early. Yeah, Herbert, man, he's a touchdown-dependent type of quarterback, right? And it's all of his touchdown people are gone, right? So, I don't know. Yeah, Justin Herbert. Jeez, 11th round for Justin Herbert? Come on, guy. Come on, guy. This is what a lot of people saying with drafters, and it's what I'm seeing with drafters, man. Is like the competition, I don't think, is as high on drafters as it is on like Underdog or something. So if you guys are really looking forward to getting into the game, I think this is a good situation for you guys to get into. Is come over here on drafters. You should find some people that that might be able to do some things. I'm looking to take advantage of a lot of this. Where do we want to go here? It's about to be our turn here. We can go a couple routes here. We can go a couple different routes. If they don't go, I think I know the two I want to go. I got to take a little bit of a chance. Let's go ahead and grab Cole Kmet here for our second tight end. And then we're going to take a chance on Nick Chubb. You know, terrible, terrible knee injury. Multiple ACLs, ACL, LCL, MCL. All of it was torn. So if he comes back at least halfway decent, I'm okay with that. I needed a running back. I'm not too mad with Nick Chubb there as my fourth running back. I'm okay with that. We also took Cole Kmet. He's having some really good rapport with Caleb Williams. So having a tight end room of Kyle Pitts and Cole Kmet, I'm not necessarily needing to grab a third tight end. That kind of cleans me up a little bit to grab some more opportunities for maybe another quarterback. I'm thinking about 3 quarterbacks. We'll see what falls to me. There's a good chance I will take 3 quarterbacks just to kind of see what happens. I want to look and see what... oh, this is kind of gross. I may throw up a little bit in my mouth. But Gardner Minshew, let's look at some of his game logs too. Yeah, not the best, is it? Jeez, what cock of freaking doo-doo is this guy? Not even, you can even say it's a safe floor. He's not even a safe floor. Terrible. I don't want Gardner Minshew. I don't care that I have freaking Devontae Adams and I also have Jacoby Myers. I mean, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. We might have to take a naked quarterback maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what falls to us. And we'll kind of go from there. I need to take that down, don't I? Oh, man. Let's kind of go over some teams real quick. Let's go over Isamigo real quick. Patrick Mahomes, Kyron Williams, David Montgomery, Trey Benson, Kamani Vidal. A lot of people drafting this Kamani Vidal. I don't like him. He's a very, very tiny running back, guys. He's not... And people are like, oh, look at Devon Achane. No, he doesn't have the running style of Devon Achane. The dude is... No, I didn't like his college film at all. You guys could probably see the breakdown I did of Kamani Vidal. I did a video, I believe, on some of the running backs as well. A.J. Brown, Drake London, Xavier Worthy, Jameson Williams, Dontavian Wicks, Gabe Davis, and Adam Thielen. He's got a lot of what if players at this point. Travis Kelce, Dalton Schultz, nice. He's got some pieces. He could probably do decent. I don't think it's a winning roster by any chance, but let's look at Big Disco Energy. Let's see what he's doing. Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy. Love that combination of quarterbacks. You got the nice, flashy quarterback, give you a high ceiling, and Brock Purdy gives you the nice floor. Like that combination of wide receivers, of quarterbacks right there. Looking at his running back position, he's got Saquon Barkley, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, and Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay, he probably needs a little bit more in that area, which I think, knowing him, he probably will. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, JSN, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, Rashad Bateman, Demarcus Robinson. Demarcus Robinson could be a sneaky pick this year. He could be a sneaky pick this year. And he's got that bully tight end there, Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram. That's giving him nice. He's solid. He could have a 2 quarterback build, 2 tight end build, be completely set. Get some of these late rounder running backs to kind of fill in these roles. A couple more wide receivers. He's going to be completely golden. But that's what you get when you get, Big Disco Energy. That's what you got. And speaking of Big Disco Energy, let's go ahead and give him another shout out. What's the name? Guys, right above here, right above my head, Big Disco Energy. If you aren't subscribed to this guy, do yourself a favor. Go subscribe to him. Huge dude. These three guys I really, really respect, especially in the best ball atmosphere here on Drafters, the sports affiliation as well, and Sleazeball. There's 4 people right there. All those tags I put on there for you guys. Go give them guys a subscribe. You will not regret it. Really good, genuine people, good people. That's what we would like to do. Here at the Bayou Bingo Fantasy Network, we try to find good, genuine people as well, and we all just have a good time. Okay, what do we got down here? We've got some things. We don't necessarily need. We could probably punt the tight end. We probably need a couple more of the running back position. See what we can do there. I might grab a couple there. We've got some of these guys. What is our bye week on? Where's our roster at? Kirk Cousins bye week 12. We don't want to have necessarily anybody in the 12 hole. We can do a couple things here. It's going to be our turn real soon in a couple picks. We may try to go like a running back and a quarterback, possibly. There's a couple wide receivers that I wouldn't mind having either. We'll kind of go in that route, see what goes. Juwan Johnson off the board in the 15th round? Juwan Johnson off the board? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? We'll probably take Will Levis. Probably take Will Levis here. And then, do we take the risk on JK knowing that he's cock-a-doo-doo, or just take somebody like a Dameon Pierce? I think that's what we'll do. Go ahead and take Will Levis and Dameon Pierce. Just a couple guys just to kind of fill it in there. Naked Will Levis. Dameon Pierce just to have somebody else at the running back position. Kirk Cousins, Will Levis there. Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Zach Moss, Nick Chubb, Dameon Pierce at the running back position. Still not extremely happy with the running back position, but I think we're good enough to get by. Wide receivers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Jacoby Myers, Mike Williams, Darnell Mooney. I love my wide receiver room. I think they are pretty much stacked in my opinion. Kyle Pitts, Cole Kmet. The team is actually coming together not too shabby if you ask me, man. Not too shabby. Appreciate you, my guy. I like this draft. I got Brock Purdy at a beautiful discount. A lot of correlation. Yeah, look, that's what I was talking about. Let's see, where you at? Brock Purdy. Yeah, 118th. You got him at 143. That's what I'm saying. Some of these guys in this draft, man, going a little crazy, man. Going a little crazy. Dude, massive discount. And then you get to tab them up with Deebo Samuel. Love that, man. So you got the Lamar Jackson, you got the Mark Andrews, man. You got the Brock Purdy, you got the Deebo Samuel. Looking sexy, my guy. Looking sexy, man. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, your guy, Demario Douglas. He must knew you were gonna get Demario Douglas, bro. It's Amigo, bro. What's going on, man? You know that's BDE's guy. Javon Baker, great pick there. Great pick there. Braylon Allen would have actually been my guy if he would have fell back to me. Amigo, are you in the chat? Let me know if you're in the chat, bro. Let me know if you are in the chat. Let me get a swig of water. Guys, we're gonna go for a while tonight, so we're gonna go for a while. Here we go. And Quasi, if you're in the chat too, I'll be starting up another draft here shortly. Isaiah Likely, I like that as well. I think you did a good job solidifying up your moneymaker, which is Mark Andrews. That's your high value guy. And the way to solidify that is Isaiah Likely. So no matter what happens, if Mark Andrews, God forbid, has an injury, you've got the stud in Isaiah Likely right there. I like it. You didn't necessarily need a third tight end. So what you did, instead of a need at tight end, you kind of handcuffed your main tight end, which I like. He's been hibernating this year. A lot of OG disco balls still not here. Hey, not a problem. Look, if people show up, they show up. If they don't, that's all good too. I like to have fun. I stream, whether there's 0 in the chat or 40 in the chat. There's some streams, man, I've got 20-something, 30-something people in here, Not everybody can make all the streams, and that's completely okay, you know what I mean? Okay, my turn. What was I going to do again? What was I going to do? Let's see. What are we to do, guys? You know what? Man. I want Tyler Boyd. You ain't gonna like this. BD, you ain't gonna like this, brother. You ain't gonna like it. But I'm going hyper correlation. Since I went ahead and got Will Levis, you might as well get Tyler Boyd. You might go get Chig Okonkwo. I went ahead and grabbed my third tight end. I got 3 tight ends, completely okay with me. This is gonna be a little off because I'll probably go 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. I value correlation a little bit sometimes. Sometimes it's the death of me. Chig, I don't know, man. He's got the talent. He's got to put it together, man. But I know you won't like it. You don't like Chig Okonkwo. I completely get it, but I think I do. And that's okay. That's okay. We've got 2 picks left. We have 2 picks left. What are we going to do with that? We got some players we could do. Miles Sanders still on the board. That's your guy, Miles Sanders. We'll see what makes it back to us. I don't care if we go running back or wide receiver. I don't really care. We'll see. I think I'm okay with this team as it is, and then whatever I can add to it at the end, I'll be completely fine. Again, I'll probably go. There's a possibility I might go another quarterback, maybe. Will Levis, Kirk Cousins. Who knows what kind of stats I'll give you? Not too sure. Not too sure. I'm gonna go ahead and post on Twitter that we are about to start up another draft. I will post this real quick. That way we can maybe get some people that we know in this chat room. See if anybody wants to come draft with us. And again, BD, I appreciate you, man, taking a little bit of time out of your day to come draft with us as well. Always good to see you in the drafts, my friend. I was going crazy last night. I saw a lot of people that I knew last night. I was in the hotel room just sitting back. Just tell me when to queue. Yeah, I got you, man. I'm going to queue up here shortly after this. I'm going to go over the teams a little bit, and then we're going to queue up. We'll see where we are. Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell, kind of solidifying that backup type of running back role. If Derrick Henry goes down, most likely it's one of those guys. Although my favorite running back, Rasheen Ali, right here, Rasheen Ali is my favorite running back in that backfield. I think he can easily beat Justice Hill, and I think Keaton Mitchell, he's not going to be ready for the start of the season. So if Rasheen Ali comes in there and does what I think he can do, I think we're rocking and rolling. I think we're rocking and rolling with that. What are we going to do? Dylan Laube comes off the board. I see Dylan Laube going earlier and earlier and earlier in these drafts. Very good pass-catching running back out of Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa or Northern Illinois? Hold on. I think it's Northern Illinois. I don't want to be standing corrected. New Hampshire. Whatever. I knew it started with an N. Out of New Hampshire. Out of New Hampshire. Great pass-catching back, though. He's probably the best pass-catching back in the entire NFL draft. Hey, Bud Files. How are you? Smash that like button for your boy, man. It's good to see you, Bud Files. Hope you've had a great day. A great Father's Day as well. For all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. A.T. Perry off the board. There goes Sanders off the board as well. Let's see. About to be my pick. Who are we gonna go here? Couple options we got. If available, we'll probably take Russ. We'll probably take Alexander Madison if available. Yeah, we'll grab these guys. We'll grab Russ. We'll grab Alexander Madison. We're going to let the draft kind of follow up a little bit. We'll kind of go over the team. See what we got. 3 quarterback, 3 tight end build. So, not necessarily what I like. I like the 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight end builds, but we had to do a little bit different because we didn't get what we wanted in the draft. Kirk Cousins, Will Levis, Russell Wilson. Running back position, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Zach Moss, Nick Chubb, Dameon Pierce, Alexander Madison. Wide receivers, We're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Jacoby Myers, Mike Williams, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Boyd. We got Kyle Pitts, Cole Kmet, and Chico Conco. Our correlations this draft here was Kirk Cousins. We got Kirk Cousins tagged up with Darnell Mooney and Kyle Pitts. We ended up with Will Levis. We tagged that up with Tyler Boyd and Chico Conco. And then we got Russell Wilson and George Pickens combo. Overall, not too bad. I'm not extremely excited about this team, but it is what it is. Let's go over Ix Amigo. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, what he ends up with. Kyron Williams, David Montgomery, Trey Benson, Kaimani Vidal, Braylon Allen, and Will Shipley. Will Shipley, it's kind of, in my opinion, I think he's a completely wasted pick. I think Kenneth Gainwell is strictly the backup there to Saquon Barkley, but that's just me. A.J. Brown, Drake London, Xavier Worthy, Jamison Williams could have a breakout season this year. Dontavian Wicks, Gabe Davis, Adam Thielen, I think he's completely washed up. I will never draft Adam Thielen. Demario Douglas and Darius Slayton could be the number 2 wide receiver starting out the gate for the Giants. Travis Kelce, Dalton Schultz, and Theo Johnson. I think if you got Travis Kelce, and if you're picking such a high draft capital on a tight end like Travis Kelce, you don't necessarily need 3 tight ends. You could have used that pick somewhere else, but that's okay. And let's see, is the draft over? Yeah, he just picked his last one. Let's look over Big Disco Energy's team. Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy. Like I said, I love that quarterback combo. Saquon Barkley, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Jaleel McLaughlin, Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill, and Isaiah Garendo. I like the Garendo pick. You never know, if God forbid something happens to McCaffrey, this could be the guy. Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, JSN, right? Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, Rashad Bateman, Demarcus Robinson, and Javon Baker. Yo, Mr. First Down, nice to see you. It's your favorite Titans fan. I got some Titans in this draft, buddy. And if you are a part of Drafters, feel free. Come in here and draft with us. If you're not a part of Drafters, just make sure you're doing your part. Use code BayouBengal. You come in and get a deposit match up to $100. But if you are, come draft with us as well. Come draft with us as well, my friend. Tight ends, Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram, and Isaiah Likely.